Iron Maiden's exclusion from the 2021 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction class was the last straw for many heavy metal fans who feel the organization has ignored far too many of their favorite acts for far too long. I'm Matt Wardlaw for UCR. Now's a great time to subscribe to this channel and give us a piece of your mind in the comments below regarding your heavy metal favorites who still aren't in. In the past 2 decades, hard rock and heavy metal bands like Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Kiss, and Def Leppard have been added to the Hall of Fame ranks, but there are plenty of cornerstone metal artists that have yet to be recognized for their pioneering accomplishments in the genre. Give this video a thumbs up, a horns up if you will, and let's take a look at some major metal snubs with some highlights from our list of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's worst omissions. Here are 5 to get started, and you can check out the complete rundown on the UCR website. Motley Crew did what few of their poofy-haired peers managed to do. They survived. These spandex-clad street urchins graduated to the top of the 80s hard rock heap thanks to a seemingly endless stream of pop metal anthems that boasted harder riffs and smarter hooks than nearly anything coming from the Sunset Strip at the time. It's criminal that Ronnie James Dio wasn't inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of Black Sabbath, as he helped to rescue the metal pioneers from the brink of destruction with a pair of brilliant post-Ozzy albums, 1980's Heaven and Hell and 1981's Mob Rules. Factor in Dio's excellent work with Ritchie Blackmore's Rainbow and his own solo band, and you've got 3 arguments for the diminutive Golden Voice frontman's inclusion in the Rock Hall. Ozzy Osbourne's solo work did for rock in the 80s what Black Sabbath did for it in the 70s. With 6-string wonderkind Randy Rhoads at his side, Osbourne helped to usher in a new generation of metal that was slightly springier but still plenty sinister, overloaded with pop hooks and more decadent than ever. Crazy Train, Bark at the Moon, and No More Tears are quintessential hard rock anthems. It's time for them to recognize Osbourne's myriad contributions to rock and roll as a solo star. Iron Maiden have influenced countless metal acts over the last 4 decades with their dueling guitar leads, galloping rhythms, and frontman Bruce Dickinson's soaring multi-octave vocals. Maiden released one stone-cold classic album after another in the 80s. More than 40 years into their career, Maiden show no signs of slowing down, conquering stadiums around the world with their elaborate set designs and tireless stage presence. The music of Judas Priest evolved from progressive, doom-laden epics in the 70s to diamond-hard riff rockers in the 80s. Their 1980 masterwork British Steel is arguably the definitive heavy metal record, laying the groundwork for a new decade of punchy, anthemic hard rock. And after more than 50 years of ear-piercing screams, Metal God frontman Rob Halford can still put singers half his age to shame. Want more? Check out Metal Snubs, our complete list of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's worst omissions on the UCR website, and give us yours in the comments below. Thanks a lot for watching. Subscribe to this channel, your one stop for all of the best news and history of classic rock.